Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. Foodie Beauty is going to address what has happened, a very serious incident where somebody took their own life because of all the hurtful videos and comments that were being made about her. So, Foodie Beauty titled her stream "Be the Light," and we're gonna go over this with care and compassion, because I believe this is a very sad situation when people need to know and understand that your words and your actions do have an effect on people, and that when you make videos about somebody and you say certain things, some people can't take it because they're not used to the environment, they're not used to the backlash of what will happen. And many videos were being made, and it affected her to the point where now there is a husband without a wife, 5 kids without a mother, including a 3-month-old, and other things. Hey, Tawanda, Theresa, Lindsay, Diane Woods, hello. Welcome, it ain't that. Welcome everybody else coming in. Erado, Vanessa, Jackie H, Jessica, Jack T, what's up? Katrina, Benny Pataray, Linda R, Vanessa M, Key, Mystic Skies, Disheveled, Nina Nichelle, Leonie, and everybody else. Marie, welcome. So let me share my screen. We're gonna get into it and see what Foodie Beauty has to say about this whole situation. Oh. Hi there, Pepsi Lady, Smelly Cat. What's up?
Hi, A+. Aisha. What time is it over there, guys? I don't even know. Is it pretty early in the morning? Hi, Golden Girl. Nice to see you. Good morning, Habibi. Good
She's looking
morning,
rough.
Habibti. Can you lead us in a prayer? I just
Yes,
did my prayer.
very unfortunate. Hey, youngster.
It's almost 9 a.m. Oh, it's early. I won't be on long because I have to get off for Isha. It's the final prayer of the day. And it's like 6:41. So, and I need like 15 minutes, 10 minutes to do wudu. Mary Poppins. Hi. Hi, like bugs. Monica, I'll just say hi to you guys. A prayer for the horrible loss. Yeah, for sure.
Sorry to hear about that, youngster, about your ribs. Get better soon. Feel well soon. Very
What's
unfortunate.
it called? Dua when you pray for ask for prayer for someone.
Hey there,
Learning the
Marie.
prayer is so difficult. Like it takes practice and practice and practice because there's like one whole part where you have to recite like that verse from the Quran, and I'm trying to learn what it is exactly, like what the meaning of it, with the intention in my heart to learn it and know the meaning in English, but say it in Arabic.
Right, Vanny Joe.
Fine. Thank you, Golden Girl. I feel so much more at peace. Hi, Breezeth.
We usually don't see her on at this time. Wait a second. So she's in the bedroom, I
Hi,
guess.
Salah.
Yeah, she's in the bedroom.
um, let's all who
Hey,
believe say a prayer
Core.
for those beautiful children. Yeah, I I got an email actually. Um, I was with Salah and We were having some time together, and I got an email. So I checked it, and someone advising me of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
She claimed she donated
and of
money.
course, when you hear that, you don't want it to be true. So I know on all sides that the internet can be a horrible. I'm just going to use the word evil. It's
Okay,
an
she
evil
did.
place,
I see.
and
Hey, applesauce.
I've said my fair share of horrible things online too. I don't think, you know, um, I'm just saying all around. But babe, make a wish, babe. Bye, bye, bye. Hi, Colleen. Hi, everybody. I think this is just like it's horrifying. This person, Lynetta, had children.
Mm-hmm.
You had reached out her to try to soften the blows of those who were teasing her so relentlessly. Yeah. Yes. Bugs. Lynetta Brown. She had 5 children. Now she did have postpartum depression and mental illness. Um, but okay, admittedly, I didn't know. Unfortunately, I don't think this will help anyone see what
This
this
is
person's
really
going through.
sad.
People need to understand that people on the internet are real and
She
with
donated
feelings.
50
Yeah,
bucks. Okay.
I was shocked, and then I just like started crying, and I don't know. Her
This
name
is
was
so
Little
sad.
Mama, and apparently she was a VIB, but she sometimes VIBs change their name so much. Sometimes I can't even keep track. Um, Kaya and Amy Pepperoni made a lot of fun of her, and it's disgusting. They drove this lady to do the unthinkable. I hope that I will live with you a long life in good health and peace. Nari Make Chantal. I mean, I hope to live a long and prosperous life with Salah forever. I mean, we always do this when it's the exact same time. So, anyways, I posted her GoFundMe on my community post if anyone can help. She so her husband is now a single father with 5
Five
children.
kids on a 3 month old.
I was hoping it wasn't true,
How's he supposed to be
but
coping?
like I was praying it wasn't true. Um, so of course,
And
me
what's sad about the video that was played was you could hear a kid obviously torn with pain that his mom is now gone. Over what? Over this? Over coming online and people making fun of her? Hey, silent witness.
like this hits the heart very heavy, and it makes you realize that I think the lesson here is just be nice. Like, are you okay with going to bed at night knowing that your relentless bullying of somebody and harsh words towards somebody that is affecting that you don't know what conditions people have? So for people to just say, well, if you can't handle it, stay off the internet. Um, everyone's on the internet. It's like it's 2023. It doesn't excuse people's bad, evil behavior.
That's true, Lindsay.
Hey, Monica.
Our husband did tell somebody to go and unalive themselves
I'm donating my
not
blood to
too
him.
long ago.
Oh my gosh, God bless you, Missy Boo. Not, I'm just saying, like, she did have like mental illness and everything like that, but to just think about how you treat people. Like, this is why I really, really want to try hard no longer to rage against people, to
Mm,
say anything mean, to use my mouth, to use my heart to do ugly in the world. I will not do that anymore. I have made that promise to myself. When I took the Shahada, I made that promise to God to only try to spread good in the world. Like, be the light, like, for real. Like, I cannot say that enough. Never, never, never use your words to hurt someone else because you don't know what's going to happen to that person. Not
true, true, true. Heather H.
everyone can handle it. Not everyone has different issues, but you can exacerbate those things. You can use your words for good or you can use them for bad. And words hurt people. Some people are just not don't have the thick skin. Um,
Hey, Marie,
so
who
when something
passed
like this
away.
happens, it's horrible, and we have to really, yeah, rest in peace. We have to
If you don't know what happened, a VIB of hers called Little Mama, who had made a video or two. I don't even know because I never went on Little Mama's page because I never made a video about her. I had no intention of making a video about her. I just knew of her through other reaction channels and clip channels, taking her video and picking it apart. I had no interest in that sort of stuff, and all of a sudden then I hear that she passed away by taking her life. So it's a very sad situation. Hey, Miranda.
really reflect on our behavior as human beings in this community. This community is so toxic. If you okay, you can say this person had mental illness.
She did.
Hi Colleen,
The mom
thanks
said
for being here.
Chantel was like her sister. You know what? I don't even know how to get inside the mind of a Beezer, because there's people who will ride or die with Chantal. They are just down. Like the Trinity was down for what would be considered years, and then all of a sudden they left. So many people are just ride or die. Who died? Little Mama unfortunately passed away. That.
Yeah, making fun of how someone like, some people say, well, she didn't say nice things either. I think from what I understood, I think she was pretty new to making videos. I didn't even have a chance to notice the videos yet. Um, of her, apparently she was defending me very hard. And people who do that, you cannot deny people who um, try to go against the people the reaction community who are so against me. And I'll just say they bully day in and day out.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot say that they don't bully. Oh, really, Kelly? I've seen clips, not
Yeah,
from her channel directly,
very sad
of you know
situation.
who, FFG, literally um, being racist and like making fun of my Muslim name and saying that her and her family bully me, her and her dad talk about me. Like this is like beyond. I have people contacting my trustees. It's just the level. If you look on Twitter, I'm sure Twitter is just another issue altogether. Trolling only goes so far before it becomes harassment. Well, yeah, and even trolling, like honestly, I don't miss, I like being here because people don't do that to people here. Like women would never, never, never cut each other down to the level I've seen.
Exactly,
Like having come
Lindsay.
from both parts of the world, I mean, having experienced both parts of the world, coming from the Western, coming here, it's a whole different culture. People do not they're not allowed to insult each other like that online. You'll be thrown in jail. You cannot, because it's harmful. It's harmful. That's why Islam is against harmful things like this, like haram. We have haram. Things are forbidden for a reason, for your own good.
Should she be saying this when she literally a month ago was talking so much ish about Ali Shabib's wife? Shouldn't she have, kept her thoughts and opinions in check?
And talking about people like this, cyberbullying, hurting people to that degree,
Hey, Tip Top.
no, it's targeted harassment. Exactly. It's reached such. I know. Like think of the children now. Like I can't. Like we need to do better. It's disgusting. Like just making fun of people for what? That's hate, targeting hate. And the fact that YouTube allows that is just disgusting. And just Twitter, like I do not have a Twitter for that reason because I know on there people are insanely bullied, like insane bullies.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Um, they take
hypocrisy
pictures of
going
your
on.
body. Like I said to Salah, I said, watch this. They're gonna take the picture of me in the life jacket coming off the boat. I know, looking for any fat shaming possible. It's disgusting. The world is so toxic, and honestly, choose not to be toxic, and that's where it came from. I can either keep retorting and being negative and being toxic, and using my body that God has given me, my voice that God has
Uh
given me,
huh.
my spirit, my energy. I can use it to do bad, or I can use it to be the light in the world. And you know what? I choose to be good. And at the end of the day, after I do my prayer and I do my work, and yeah, I have less money
Sure.
now, but you know what? I have a cleaner heart and I can sleep good at night. So
Okay.
we need to treat people better. We need to keep this in mind before you say something about someone, before you bully them, before your actions hurt someone. Think about the consequences of that. It's not just online. You know what I mean?
So says the person who was doing the most a month ago. Once again, I will admit I also did look at what Ali Shabib's wife was doing on Facebook, but still, two wrongs don't make a right. What Foodie Beauty should also do
That's
now
irrelevant
is
to the point, Andrea. But thank you.
change
Like,
other
why keep
aspects of her
pointing
life.
fingers? Like, you have to. The point is, like, nobody's doxed anyone in this chat. No, I don't let people abuse people in my chat. What they do outside of my chat, I can't control that. Like, instead of just pointing fingers all around, that's what I'm saying in general, let's just do better. Like you cannot deny, however, that this community, especially Gore World community, there's like this community surrounding me that is just so toxic, and I honestly want nothing to do with it. But for some reason, people make me like the center of this, and anytime someone tries to um, react back or defend me in any way, this is what happens. They get targeted over and over and over. It's happened to every Beezer. They even have their
Sure,
own thread on
agree.
Kiwi Farms, like being targeted and just, it's just horrifying. I just can't believe it. Hi, PNV. You're the most hated person in Gore World, all because I stick up for another human and I dished a small serving of the treatment they give you. It's unbelievable. Yeah, Miss Himo is an example of that. Exactly. She rethinks some of your comments as well. Yeah, I mean, I think Missy, like, she just wants to defend me, and sometimes, yeah, like, defense can go too far to the point where you You know what I mean? Like even me, when I defend myself, I go too far sometimes because honestly, it's just pure emotional like anger. Like I just get pushed to a point and you lose it. And I think with little mama too, like people, well, she said really nasty things as well, but she was coming to my defense a lot. And, you know, I didn't realize that because I didn't have a chance to really see her channel. Um, so, but there is like, it's almost like a cult. It's almost like, it's definitely just like mob mentality. It's just horrible.
Yeah, I can't say that Foodie Beauty hasn't done bad. She's asked for where people work. She's asked for her chat to, go after Dee Dee's workplace. Many, many things she's done in the past. But we shall see how this change comes in.
Yeah, exactly. Being a good person is what matters at the end of the day. What people did to you 2 years until they've been so hateful. Yeah, Monica, it's like,
Padare, I think she probably told herself.
Missy was kind hearted but is driven to speak back in defense. Yeah, we all like do bad things as human beings, but there are some people in the community who just, Andrea, when someone defends themselves, you call it harassment. Just think twice before you talk, and thanks for the super chat. Yeah, babe, it's the thing. Like, that's the exactly, somebody defending themselves. I realize it's just not worth it. For me, I guess I have a thick skin. I'm so grateful for that in a way, like other than raging sometimes, but
She's coming
I
home soon, Marie.
I know I'll be okay, but not everybody is like that. So that's why my thumbnail, if you're ever thinking of hurting yourself, if you're ever thinking of, I don't care if you think this is sincere or not, just listen to the message. Like honestly, if you ever are thinking of hurting yourself, just like the numbers on the thumbnail, that's for the United States, and I put that out because it's like the majority of my audience is from the U.S. I know Little Mama was from the U.S. I donated some to her GoFundMe.
Hey,
I know it's
Leslie.
not a lot, but honestly, we're not like doing the super best financially either right now. So any little amount helps, though. Anything helps. YouTube is guilty in allowing this to go on. Yep. Yeah. YouTube should not allow some of the things that go on in Gore World. I've never witnessed other reactions like Gore World. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. Like I've seen parts of a reaction to like I was eating dinner. Like the fat shaming, the bullying, just the harassment, the real life harassment that goes on. I know that they have the attitude that, well, at the public platform, we can't control people. You can control what you allow on your platform. You absolutely can.
She's not. Is she making five figures? You mean like a month? It ain't that.
You can erase
Not
bullying from your
anymore.
platform. Like, oh, Flop Harry, I'm in the bedroom because we didn't want the screaming kids. So Sal is in the living room right now.
Sure, he is.
The reactions exploited little mama to disparage, humiliate you. Hmm.
Can I say this is the second time we've ever seen Foodie Beauty in the bedroom? And why is it that when she's in the bedroom, her hubby can't be in the same room with her? It don't make no sense. It really doesn't.
I'm so
But
sorry
okay,
to her
sure.
husband, to her children, that they had to go through this, that this had to happen to them. And I honestly hope and pray that people are kinder, but sadly, from what we see, like I still see people saying nasty things about her. It's disgusting. Like it honestly makes me feel so horrible that there are people like this out there. A lot of people wouldn't be able to handle the amount of hate and eyes on their every move constantly that you receive. The main reason I haven't made a channel is because I don't think I could.
All right, Jessica.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I guess just, I think you just have to be okay with knowing that people don't really know you and they don't have a right. They're not being righteous in what they're doing. And someday they're going to have to answer to God for that. Like, I firmly believe that um, with all my heart. That's the one thing that's changed about me is my faith. And honestly, like, it just, I can't tell you how it's changed me. So I don't know. But
Yeah, you're right, Miranda. It didn't have to
mm,
happen. Any of this, all
little
of
mama did
this.
not deserve this. Girl is a hate cult, a big, nasty gang of bullies, and they have the nerve to talk badly about you. Yeah. And they're zombies. And you don't see the reaction channels and they're zombies. Exactly, baby, exactly. It takes a lot of guts to be so open in front of the camera. I never thought of it that way. It's just like, yeah, for some people, I guess it's just, yeah, some people are just not comfortable with it,
Hey,
and I think
Deb.
I'm going to say she was
Well,
brave, what she did. Like, she took, really wanted to speak her mind and freely. And, you know, it takes a lot of guts. Yeah, it does.
you Target Talk says I don't even think he is there. I'm gonna have to agree with this. Before I thought maybe he could possibly be there, but the more and more she streams like this, It's like he's literally not even there, even though she says he's in the living room. I don't know about this.
Yeah, it does.
Because if you also notice, whenever she live streams, and then whenever he comes around, it's the like last few minutes of the stream when he's brought her food or other things.
But being a
Yeah.
coward, hiding behind an avatar, not showing yourself or your life, and judging others all day, it makes you a coward. You're not brave when you do that. Even at least little mama showed herself on camera. Her family, her kids were being bullied. It's just disgusting. It is. It's a hate mob. It's a hate mob. That's all it is. There's no relevant reaction to anything. Um, at all.
Is she in the
PTSD and
bedroom?
postpartum
Yes,
depression as the
she
online. Yeah.
is.
Hmm.
I noticed that because of course, they got what the remnants of the previous couch that was broken, and you can see like the covered window is different. It's a lot bigger, etc., etc.,
I don't
etc.
understand the levels of hatred
Definitely in
and
the
evil that goes
bedroom.
on. What they are doing is not a reaction channel. Exactly. Rest in peace to her soul. Ariel, ready set rebees. I'll do your rebees after when it's more. It's more serious, obviously, right now. Um, she was talking freely without insulting anybody, and they start to attack her just because she said her point of view. What an unfair platform. Yeah, I seen. Where was it we were watching
Hey
it?
Mary,
On
what's
the
up?
first time I saw anything from Little Mama
What are you
was
doing?
she was just talking normal, defending me in Sala. Sorry for my. She was just talking normal, especially compared to what a lot of people say. Like I've seen some horrible, horrible things, things that really are really against terms of service. I cannot believe that they're even allowed. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
really disgusting. Anyway, I hope it causes more awareness, honestly, because somebody else's life is at risk for sure. I'm shocked that it actually you hear of it happening all the time. People getting pushed too far from bullying. People don't take it seriously enough, in
Hey
my
Miss
opinion.
T.
Is Little Mama's family going to look into legal action against these wild human beings bullying someone to the point of them wanting to end their life? Should be illegal, Kellyanne, for sure. Yeah. If I were him, I would go back. If anyone wants to help the husband, I'm sure I can't even imagine what he's going through. If anyone wants to help, reach out to them. I posted the link on my community post for GoFundMe. If you have a few extra bucks, please donate. Imagine being a new single dad, and they weren't like affluent people, but like 5 children by yourself.
Oh,
Um,
I didn't even. Okay, so he made two GoFundMe's, the husband, because he did say that his son was being bullied, and then shortly after his wife, fortunately took her life. They have a legal case. You think so, R. Brownstein? Well, where do they live again? It all depends on the state, right? Where they live, what the law says, plus what people online were saying, because there is already a precedence. There have been a few people that have been charged with crimes based on what they are saying to somebody who has taken. They have no legal case. You don't think so? Okay, but there has been a precedence, though. It depends once again on the state and what people were saying in regards to her, and if they said, "Oh, go and do," if they said, "Go and unalive yourself," or anything along those lines, wouldn't they have a case? There's no obituary. People are talking about that. You don't necessarily have to have an obituary. Was it in Texas? I gotta check where it was again.
I don't
How
know.
do we know?
I just
That's also another thing. We don't know exactly what had happened. We just know that the husband just said, "Hey, my wife is no longer on this plane because of the bullying online." So there's a lot of things that needs to get linked to,
yeah,
looked
I don't know
into,
what
I
to
should
say.
say rather.
It's horrifying.
Let me check
May this be a
something.
wake up call to the community, including myself. I don't think our channel is still up. Yes, Ariel, that's good. If it helps people, it's never too late for people to become.
It says she's from Odessa, Texas. I just checked. Odessa, Texas, if that actually matters.
If it helps people, it's never too late for people to become good people, like, or try to become better people. Like I came from a very dark place. It's never too late to try and be a better person, because like, what are we here for? If not to like have a good impact on Earth. Like, what are we here for? You know, she definitely had her moments where she said some things, but she did not deserve the bullying she got. Exactly.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, Brooklyn to Brixton. Like you have to say something along the lines like go on a live yourself, or even be more specific like that. Go do this by doing this, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly.
Then it could be legal.
Yeah. So sad for five children. Not that Pete's is perfect, but they treat him that way too. They poke and prod at him endlessly. It's sick. I can't even like I can't even watch his chat anymore. Like I honestly, some of the people are so toxic in there. I'm glad they're gone from my community. Have Pete's can have them, and I wish he had a more supportive community. Like I know there's a lot of jokers, but there's a lot of trolls, and I just feel bad about that, and I just it's toxic. Cayenne pepperoni are a good place to start with legal action. If I was the husband, yeah, like keep all of the harassment. To me,
Right?
honestly,
Oranges.
if you use your words harassment and you
True,
push
Brooklyn.
somebody to that point where you exacerbate the mental illness to the point where they do something to harm themselves, that's harming somebody. That there's I'll talk about that in a minute. Rio, this makes me realize we, myself included, need to be kind and not speak an ill word about anyone because we never know how we are adding to someone's mental health. Keep spreading this message and I will donate to her fund as well. Thank you, Rio, so much. That means so much. Thank you so much for your kindness. Honestly, I think people beat up on Beezers because of the fact that you guys are good
Right,
people.
Miranda.
Like, you guys
Pete is doing a lot of things that he should not be doing himself, as with the BBJ situation
always
is one of them.
ignore drama in a lot of ways. You're peripherally aware of a lot of it, but you always try to keep me on the right track. Don't pay attention to that. I'm proud of you for like not reacting to that. Um, you know, so I just any kindness coming from the Beezer community towards this poor family is so much appreciated because really she was sticking up for us Beezers as well. Um, maybe not always with the kindest words, but I mean, like it gets emotional. Like she was probably being defensive about herself too. So it's just everyone just has to work to be better people, but you never know what they're going through for sure. But there's a girl who her boyfriend had mental illness. Did you hear about this case? And he was suffering from depression, and she verbally pushed him to a point where he like committed suicide. And she's I don't remember what happened in the ending, but I think she's in jail for it. Like she was on trial for it. Um,
Yeah, that was the case I mentioned because there is a precedence on how the legal system's handling this,
and some people in
where
her
you
defense
can
were
be
like, it's just
charged.
words, blah blah blah. Words are very hurtful. Words are a weapon. You have to be calculated. I've learned this. I'm the most impulsive person with my mouth. With my mouth, I'm the most impulsive person.
Miranda says that case was totally different. That girl was a monster.
Everyone should voice their opinion about this to YouTube and tell them to take action against these bullies. I agree. I agree. You know what? Instead of using Twitter to make memes out of someone's fat body, use it to be good and report it to you. Absolutely. Um, it's ridiculous the hate mobs on Twitter. I mean, I don't have a Twitter, but I see sometimes people send me things. Did you know they're doing this? Blah blah blah. It's insane, and they're all adults, adult women, adult men. Um, I don't know. I don't know why. Honestly, I really don't. Mm. Hey, Georgia girl. Yeah.
You're so right, Irado. You said I watched the lives of Pete's for background noise, but he's getting more problematic too. It all used to be kind of a fun community, not so much anymore. Yeah, a lot of people have said that. Like this community used to be fun. It used to just be not so serious humor. It was just poking fun at her quirkiness or her behavior, Foodie Beauty that is, and then things have changed. Things have gotten very serious, very nasty. A lot of like IRL stuff is happening. So we shall see. Yeah, exactly. Mary says there's no fun in this community anymore. It's all toxic around. I will agree with you 100%, both of you on that. It's very very toxic right now in this community.
I hope someone's clipping Kai's videos and everything.
Hey Reaper girl,
Everyone who attacked her before the deleted store has been some
what's
sort of
up
proof.
QZ?
Yeah, for sure. Then I just go to read FFG's chat. Those women are so vile, have such bitterness in their hearts, contrary what many think. As a VIB, I have no desire to go into other chats or cause drama. Yeah, VI peasant. Like I feel like exactly. If you just compare audiences like of some of these Gore World people, it's not reactions, it's hate mob. It's targeted harassment against a single against single individuals. It's pure bullying. Like it's just ridiculous. Like people who support me get bullied. And I'm like unbeknownst to me a lot of the time. I didn't know I really did not know this was happening to little mama until like now. So um in my reaction is horrified and heartbroken, like especially for those children. I can't even imagine. Like you hear the poor children sobbing in the background, and some people are still unmoved. Like no humanity. There's no humanity in Gore World whatsoever.
Oh, yes, Lindsay. We all remember the situation with Shannon and what she did, and people were stating the exact time she was getting the messages, and she was ignoring her, saying that she's busy, while what she was really doing was streaming online. She didn't want to help her best friend that was stuck her neck out for her. Shannon, that is, stuck her neck out for Foodie Beauty several times because of the Nader situation. And look what's happened now. She no longer has Nader. She no longer with the dude, and all she had to do was trust and believe in her best friend.
And you want to come for
There
my
you go.
Beezers? No, 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 no. My Beezers are good people in comparison. Yeah. Oh, Michelle Carter, Rip Conrad. Yeah, she got released. Her husband must do any action legally towards the harassment. And it would be so hard to have to do that when you're still grieving. You haven't even, buried your loved one. Everyone's responsible for themselves and their own reaction to things. But if the audience doesn't acknowledge the problem with what the reactors are doing, then they're brainwashed meat puppet. Yeah, they are. It's true. It's really disgusting. I can't even imagine him having to hear the things they've said about her. This world has become, honestly, that's another thing I like about here. I'm just going to say, you
Hmm.
don't have the freedom of expression to hurt other people online. It's illegal, and that to me that's a good thing, because freedom of speech ends when you're infringing on someone else's rights. The same thing with the outrage against that one, I don't even want to say it, that one guy, a politician in Sweden, who was allowed with police protection to burn the Quran
What?
in front of the Turkish embassy because they wanted to see how far they could go with freedom of expression. No, your freedom of expression ends when you desecrate the Quran and hurt 2 billion people. Like, are you kidding me?
I'm so sorry to hear, Reaper
I
Girl.
can't. I mean, I doubt any of the hate mob will do a video taking accountability and public apology for the part in the death. Yeah, they're just going to pass the buck. Like, oh, well, she should have been a stronger person. Really, putting the blame on the victim. My 17-year-old cousin ended her young life due to bullying, and I was at that dark place myself as a teenager due to bullying. Morella, I'm so sorry. And I think everyone has. I was there too. Like, I
We're here for you, Reaper
did
Girl.
the fake one, but in a way, I was very low to the point where I felt like doing that. Like I was a cry for help. Like I didn't go through with it, thank God. But at the end of the day, I was in a very dark place many times. I've had mental illness my whole life.
Hey,
I've been on
Sabrina
every
C.
antidepressant, been in and out of mental health cottages at the Royal Ottawa Mental Health Hospital. So I think we all can agree as teenagers, these are adults. And people say, well, adults can't bully other adults. Yes, yes, they absolutely can. Bullying is not exclusive to
Mm-hmm.
childhood. Because what do
True.
you think happens to childhood bullies? They
Hey,
become
Reading
bullies as
Retail.
adults. It's a never ending cycle. It's a never ending cycle.
You wish she would adjust. She would admit what she's done herself. Alicia Beebe, the bullying of Shannon and not showing up for Shannon when she needed her. The multiple instances of what she was doing to Dee Dee and all the people around her. If she's gonna talk like this, might as well own up to that as well, right?
This
We
is
can
why I
all be
want to live in an
honest.
Islamic country, more accountability. I know I sound like I'm like just preaching for like because I sound like I'm in a cult myself. I love this part of the world, but honestly, I appreciate um, certain parts of this culture for that. Absolutely. People like FFG, they would never get away with defaming, harming people with their words every day. Even me, the way I raged or whatever. If it kept going and I kept targeting people like that, there's no way it would be ever allowed legally. Really, if you a peasant? Yeah. Don't ever be retreating to another person. It's not worth it to be petty. And even if you think it's deserved, you never know
Right,
the mental
EP?
state of another. I'll be keeping my opinions wet. Yeah, I mean, if it's, let's just bees and be positive. Like, I want my beezer community to be a positive place. We
Where is she? I think she might be at the airport either tomorrow or the next
can have
day.
fun and light
Miami,
trolling, and you can make fun of me, whatever. I don't care. Like,
probably
in
tomorrow.
certain ways, you know what I mean? But to come into my personal life and everything else, it's too much.
So
Oh
sorry to
my
hear,
god,
Marie.
exactly, flop arrow, yes.
May your cousin rest in peace.
The guy is so horrible and so rude who burned the Quran. There is a wisdom about the Arabs that says if the punishment is safe, then the manners will be bad. Yeah, that too, babe. No, seriously. Well, he's made like 2 billion enemies, that's for sure. But no, even like true Muslims, like Muslims believe, like you can burn the Quran all you want. You can never erase the word of God. We'll keep making it and making it and making it. And I mean, the Quran's very old. Like the word of God is eternal. It's not just in a copy of the Quran. It's in our hearts. So you just united people more. That's what you did. You know. There's a difference between nastiness and funny, dark humor trolling. Yeah, there's been many cases of well, being bullied, being little mama. Like and I don't know what's been said. Honestly,
True, Miranda. You thought Beeson was misbehaving? Yeah, that was the what she said. Beeson was misbehaving. I guess yeah. It's time for a new word. Time for a new
haven't paid attention.
lots of
Um,
things.
the Quran is fully memorized, so it can never be changed. Yes, and yeah, it's disrespectful. Even freedom of expression against you're going to burn the word of God. Like, who do you think you are? You think you're above God? Like, this is insanity to me. We would never burn the Holy Bible. Exactly. Respect for all religions.
I think what she's gonna do is it takes practically a day to travel. If it was me and I have something on the 30th, I'd rather try and get home on the 29th. So I'd probably leave the 28th, travel the whole day, get home the 29th, recover on the 29th so I can, be at my appointment, which she says is over video call on the 30th. That's what I do. We'll see what she does because this was the 27th at like about 6 p.m. because she did say 555, so that was 5:55 p.m. her time when she said that, angel numbers and whatnot. So yeah, we shall see what she'll do. Is she gonna travel tomorrow? I don't know, but it's most likely she will travel tomorrow. It just makes a
It's
lot of
just
sense.
crazy. So disrespectful.
Does
Like,
Canada have poor houses? What do you mean by poor houses? You mean like council housing? If so,
oh,
then
I
yeah.
have a headache. It's just horrifying. So, welcome, Humble Pie, to Very Important Music. I won't give you guys an arm shake now, but like next time, just remind me. Um, welcome, Humble Pie. When suicide happens, it destroys the mental health of all those who were close to that person and are now left behind. Yes, Golden Girl. I think that, again, we just have to be, like, if you're ever thinking of doing that, think of your loved ones. It's just horrible. But when you're that desperate and you're that much in pain, you don't think of anyone but yourself. Like, you can't. You just think of how to end the pain, you
Right,
know?
Brooklyn.
It's just really sad. And I don't know.
We shall see what really happens
Being
with Pete's because she said she's gonna rehome Pete's multiple times. So we shall see. At the end of the day, money talks the loudest with her. So if she can get away with living with her mother or her aunt and then leaving the villa, then she'll probably do that. But we'll see what Pete's does because we've been telling Pete's you should have rented the place, Pete's rent the place, rent the place, rent the place before it's too late. And he should have done that starting November.
how to end the pain. It's just really sad. And I don't know. Being closer to God has made me value my life because we only get one. Like, when you really think about that, we only get one life, um, and it's precious. So don't waste it. And I've realized, like, what's important is your character over any money. I don't even envy people. I see all the time people on social media having so many nice things. Really nice couches, 2 cars. Honestly, if I ever become rich, mark my words, it would be if I ever become wealthy, I would have enough to live a decent life, and I would give it mostly away. I don't understand. It's haram to me
Oh,
for people to spend like $20,000 on a person when there's people starving. I'll never
really?
understand that. I've just totally changed my viewpoints on that. Snarky Priest went after that woman the hardest. She even had a picture of Missy Moo and the youngest sister of Bay Nation channel. She has never said one unkind thing of anybody, did not deserve that. Movie gal, I think I know what you're talking about. I've never seen anything come out of their mouth at all. You're right. Nothing. Only to hurt other people. My brother took his life 19 years ago. I'm so sorry, Golden Girl. I didn't know that. I'm so sorry. That's so hard. I can't even imagine. I had a close friend of the family who had a family member who
Hmm.
took their life, and I remember going to the wake, and I was just like, I couldn't. The grief of the mother was just too much for my heart to bear. Like I couldn't stand to see someone in that much pain. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it feels like people in this toxic community have no humanity. Like how you can just hurt people with words and not feel repentant or feel bad after.
Yeah,
Thank you, humble pie. Congratulations on your shahada. Thank you.
I wonder what Missy Moo will do in terms of like, you know, what the
Yes, yes.
retaliation will
Even me, I
be.
thought, well, does this make me officially Muslim? Technically. But what makes me really Muslim is how I feel differently, like as a person, just being a better person. And God knows my intentions, and that's all that matters to me. And I'm trying. I'm not perfect at the Salah prayer yet, but I will get there. And at least every time it comes to prayer time, I at least try my best. You want to open an Islamic center for kids? I would love to help the people in Syria, people living in tents with like 5 kids, and their houses have been blown apart. And
Jahara says, does she feel bad about the thing she said? You mean like, I have no idea. You'd have to ask her.
the sad part is, little mama came on YouTube to try to make friends and get out of depression. She unfortunately was following the example many have set in trying to create a channel no one, just themselves.
She did,
Yeah, I know what you
Hilnev.
mean.
One of the first things she did was speak on the little mama situation. This stream is basically about that situation and what is happening in the community.
No one
It's all
just
good.
thinks that being themselves is good content. Thanks, baby. No, honestly, yeah, for sure, doing yourself is better content than just sitting there just talking about the same person over and over. In my opinion, I don't know how people enjoy that. I don't know how when people enjoy someone pausing, like watching me, like long pauses of silence, and then pausing, and then cackling over what I'm eating. You're eating for 6 people. Well, so what do you care what I eat, what I put in my body? Number one, that was a large amount of rice that the restaurant gave us,
Hey,
but it was enough for
Florida,
one. It had 2 kebabs. I
how you
didn't eat all the
doing?
rice. I ate one piece of bread. I didn't eat all the rice. So what is it anyone's business what somebody eats? You have to bully them over that? Like really? You have to comment like it's so important of a reaction that you have to comment on what someone eats?
She almost ate all the rice, but I'm concerned about her health. I'm not trying to bully her, but her health, she should be concerned about her health. Like eating all of that, I know she's hungry, and I know it's a symptom of, you know, how she views certain things and her mind, because she did say she has a eating disorder, even though some people have said she really doesn't. She just likes to eat and she just uses that as an excuse. I totally get that, but you know, you're not losing weight in Kuwait. She's gaining weight. Even Salah is gaining weight. She's drinking Miranda, she's drinking Pepsi. Now the other day she's acting as if she's drinking a lot of water, but really and truly we saw the fridge and it was stacked with soda.
Or what they look like or
So
make fun of them in any way? It's just like, no, use your words for good. Do something good in the world. You contribute nothing but negativity. And unfortunately for you, God doesn't reward that and he never forgets.
true, Black Widow.
One day you'll be rich. Yes, inshallah.
I
I
think that would have been the best thing to do, right? Address her actions first about all she's done within the past 3 months and more and beyond, from every situation with Nader, with Dee, with Shannon, with Al Shabib's wife, with Al Shabib, with a lot of reactors that she shut down. Because don't get things wrong, Foodie Beauty has quote unquote gotten rid of a lot of reactors. You just maybe never heard of them, maybe you don't remember them, but there are a lot of people coming in and out of the space. There's a lot of turnover because of what would be considered a lot of toxic elements and whatnot.
Aisha. Aisha. Um, I saw a YouTuber do a luxury haul, and she had purses that she spent 100K on. Even if I had that kind of money, I could never. Yeah, I used to think opposite though. I used to think, wow, I used to be envious of that, and it's like having $100,000 purse when you die is gonna do you no good. You're not gonna be like, you're not gonna take your purse with you. Like, who cares?
True. Even the Sandy and Anne situation's another one.
To me, a Guess purse for like $50 looks just as good. Like, I don't see what the big deal is. It's just marketing. I don't. $100,000 can help so much difference. It takes your effort to not ruin someone's day. Yeah, exactly. Like,
True, Miss Hellraiser. So true.
just if you have nothing nice to say, really, it's like a golden rule. Like, don't say anything because you could be really harming somebody and their family. It's a ripple effect. Like, you were brought on this earth, you're unique. You're what? Like, I was watching something about that today. Like, isn't it insane to anybody that you nobody in the entire planet of billions of people has the same fingerprint as you? You're a unique person. You were brought here by God. You will one day return to God. What do you think? Like, we were just here for like what, an accident? Like, accidents are like messy. They're not this calculated. They're not this perfect. They're not this
True, Mary.
beautiful. Like, if you really just take the time to look at all the beauty in the world and all the positive things, your life changes in ways you can't imagine. And I hope that I can bring that message to as many people as possible. I'm still learning. I'm not perfect at it yet, but I just really want to try to spread love and positivity as much as possible, especially after seeing how many people are hurting and so many lost people. And it's just, you know,
Remember
oh,
Nathan, the
really,
little boy?
Graces?
We do.
Yeah. I wish you well as well. You can always reach out to me on Instagram. Beezers can. It's almost mostly Besmila. It's so much fun to say. Should take pieces. I do. I really do. I don't know why people think I'm a bad friend. I've never been anything but there for him. And that's why he
Right.
never turns against me because people don't know our friendship behind everything. You don't really fully know someone's life like the way you think you do. This word before you do anything, just before you start any action. Yes, Bismillah, exactly. I didn't know that before Salah taught me that. Who cares if you eat 2 tubs of rice? It's your life. Yeah.
Exactly, Vanny Joe.
But no, I mean, it's not good to, even in moderation with food, it's made me realize that. I have to control myself with that because it's not good. It's harmful for my body. It is a sin to overindulge when so many people have none. And I might even start fasting. I think it's like custom. Didn't like Muhammad fast on Mondays and Thursdays? Honestly, I believe in fasting short term for your body. And then Ramadan coming up, like I need a whole soul makeover. And I'm totally here for it. Hi, Chantal and Salah. Hope you are both well. I didn't know this woman, but my condolences. Thank
I
you.
think a lot of people would describe her as such. I wonder what Rena truly thinks of Chantal. If is she a bad friend? Was she an okay friend? She did just cut Rena off. Reaper Girl says love and positivity, and yet she made fun of milk tea and tea and sass. Be yep.
You, Trixie. And again, before I go, what are people going to remember about you in this life? Are they going to remember your Louis Vuitton purse? Oh, or that ugly, sorry, God forgive me, have you seen that dress that Kylie Jenner wore for that fashion show with the big lion head? Are people going to remember this, or are they going to remember what good you did for others? That's what people remember. Oh, if I remember somebody, I think that person was so nice. So I want to be that person. So yeah,
Sure.
the restaurant is generous and they put a lot of rice and food inside it, so it's not for 6 people like some reaction. They're pathetic. Fun. Yeah, it's just that. I mean, I can't control how much rice they give you. We ordered
Like what kind of reasoning is this? They gave you portions for more than one person. Some people might say if it's for 3 people, it's for 4 people, but that is a lot of food.
each an individual serving. People will remember the way you made. People will remember the way you made them feel. Exactly. They give you a big portion. They're very generous with it. Rice is very cheap, but we don't eat it all. We save it or
Hmm.
whatever. Okay. Yaba said she doesn't give an F if a mama five offed herself. Yaba, the mother of the year, said she. Wow, awesome person right there. Like
All
it,
right.
like she
I
actually said
see.
that.
I see FFG's live and Foodie Beauty immediately responded saying, "Excuse me, FFG, but calling me a hypocrite? Really? Whom do I bully on a daily basis? Whom have I driven off of social media with my hate mob? Whom do I have 3 channels dedicated to bullying and harassing someone? No one. So sit down and be a better person because you are literally evil." And she posted this a minute ago because, of course, French Fried Girl is live. And yeah,
I respect you and other YouTubers as it takes a lot of courage to get on camera, share your lives and opinions. Thank you, Humble Pie.
And
Yeah.
exactly, Lindsay. She can control herself. She wasn't being force fed.
The greatest win is walking away and choosing not to engage in drama and toxic energy. Yes, and Salah like has helped me with this so much because this is his mindset. You know?
True. M Lane
Yeah,
theory.
Aisha
You're right.
with H right now. Aw.
That's not going to age well. Telling when her husband was telling somebody to unalive themselves.
If you feel happy, smile with all your heart. If you're down, smile with all your might. Yeah, that's a good one. That's true. Sometimes it's so hard to smile and like be good and feel good and do good, but just don't understand why people care so much about the amount of rice. Like, who cares? Are they seriously going to react to rice? Yeah. I mean, I was eating dinner. I wasn't binging. I hadn't eaten in hours, and we had ordered dinner for the night. I cannot believe that one certain channel is again posting your financial cord information. Yeah,
Hmm.
well, really, I really don't know what their goal is with that. Like humiliation, financial humiliation. Even though I'm the most open person and I've fully taken accountability of that. No, not yet. I mean, I have to take responsibility for that and clean up that mess in my life, and it is an arduous path. But for me, it's only too late when I'm dead. Honestly, I'm not going to ever give up on making my life right. And do I
Hmm.
wish I did things differently? Yeah, but hindsight's 2020. I didn't have the maybe wisdom or self awareness that I had, and I was very addicted to a lot of bad things that were very
How
costly.
about Chin?
Especially showing the trustee name and all, and tagging them on Twitter. Can you imagine? Um, the thing is if any of them engaged with these Twitter trolls, it's illegal. So Ramadan month will start on March 22, inshallah. Yes. I hope you let your lawyer know about her and what she is publicly sharing. Perhaps they can assist.
Yes, one
Yeah,
excuse
inshallah. We'll see what happens
after
this year.
another.
I don't know, but um, we'll see. They're reaching for content, Rice, Andre Marie. Yeah, it's like people with weight problems as well. Like people who are close to my size or maybe my size or judging me on my weight and my eating habits. like I don't I don't like hypocrites. Like I just want nothing to
Okay,
do with the toxic
sure.
people that just are hypocrites in every way, you know? Um all I can do is just keep reporting it and see it. Maybe one day I think I got an email from YouTube that they removed a video I reported on the 20th of January, but I'm not sure which one. They don't tell you which one it is.
I'm sure they
20
kind of
March
do.
23rd
They give you the link.
would be a nice date. Yeah, true. VI peasant. Can you make a video for tips for traveling to the Middle East for plus size ladies? Sure.
Somebody seriously wants tips for traveling to the Middle East for plus size ladies from Chantel, as if there's no other channels that have plus size ladies that would give you good, convincing tips that would make things work. Chantel literally will throw herself in a situation and hope it works out. She isn't a planner. So why would you plan your vacation around her tips? What she literally did was buy a plane ticket, go to a foreign country with to see a guy she has no true idea about his intentions, and she lucked out that he didn't just leave her ass in the desert or do anything um, really bad and immediate against her, because all of that stuff could happen. She could have disappeared into Iraq, she could have disappeared into Iran. Anything could have happened. She could have been in the desert somewhere, not knowing where she's going to go, what she's going to do. Like, a lot of these things happen. Like, this is real life stuff. So, the last person to ever really take any type of advice from is.
How people are making videos posting your legal docs. Yeah, it's insane. It's insanity. It's just crazy to me. It's so invasive. Yeah, just pick apart my videos. That's one thing. Exactly. And I'm really just trying to do content, especially with our couples vlogs, just trying to entertain people. I want to be an entertainer. Oh, maybe it will be March 23rd. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go because the call to prayer is going to be soon. I have a
Right,
really
tip
cool
top.
prayer app that like does the call to prayer on my phone, and then I can do wudu and get ready to pray. Um. So yes. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Excuse me.
Ah,
All right.
true,
Okay. Thanks
exactly,
for this little
Janine.
short stream, guys. I just again
And no compression stockings.
check out my community post if you can help in any way. That would be much appreciated. I'm sure for the family. I gotta go. Bye.
That is it. She is done and gone. Oh, oh, 1 second. Okay, so she's done and gone, and she is making it seem as if she's observing the calls to prayer. Okay, sure. We shall see what happens, everybody. She got off, and that's it. Was any real responsibility taken? Nope, not on her hand. She did monetize the stream. A lot of people have a problem with that. Um, me, I don't know how to really take that because there's a lot of opinions flying around because of this sensitive situation. All I say is, if you can donate to Leonard Brown's GoFundMe, then please donate. If you can't, because I know times are tough, Canada just raised the interest rates again. There's going to be a lot of hard times around. I'm hearing that eggs and lettuce and other things are expensive. People still can't find dog or cat food. There's a lot of things going on right now, and I just wish everybody the best. So hey, smash that like button. I'll be back later. Is she going back home now? I think if I'm gonna call it, I would say she's probably gonna go back home tomorrow, the 28th, so that she's home on the 29th for her appointment on the 30th. But that's just me because it doesn't make sense. She can either travel now, but now is evening time, so that doesn't make any sense on the 27th. She could travel the 28th, which seems optimal to me. Traveling the 29th, that would be a slow recovery. So it just actually makes sense that she would travel the 28th, if anything. Anyways, I'm out. Smash that like button. I'll see you guys later. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Bye bye.